Hey guys, it's Chris, and I'm back again with another video. Ooh, he's cooking up something. Oh, good. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, listen up. Okay? Every time I make a video, I just think of a topic I want to think about before I make it. I won't even give myself a day. I'm probably giving myself like 5 minutes. Then I try to come up with something as I talk, because I want to practice talking like this. I want to practice giving good answers, because it actually helps. Like, I want to write good music. How the fuck am I gonna write good music if I can't even put up 5 sentences that work, or like presentation or something? Maybe it could, maybe it can, but it definitely helps with my point. So yeah, I just gave myself enough time to think about the thing I want to talk about. Okay, thing I want to talk about. Okay, 1. There's not much talk about kids who matured off early. And it's kind of crazy, because I'm thinking either everybody's mature, I guess that's what they call woke. I don't know much about that. I'm pretty disconnected with everything. I practically live under a rock. But yeah, I would think woke probably means mature at a young age, but I know how like media goes. Like, use one term, it could mean like another thing tomorrow. Like, if a word gets like, crazy, like demure, they're gonna use that over and over again, and at that point, you don't know if people are actually using it right. They're just using it for the sake of like, oh, it's a popular word, I'm gonna put it in my vocabulary. But yeah, being mature off young age. What does being mature off a young age mean? I don't know, but I have my own meaning of it. If you guys want to hear, of course you guys are. This video, you're gonna listen to me whenever I do. So yeah, for me, um, maturing off a young age. Definitely, maturing off a young age means like being opened up to the dark side of reality, I guess. To the truth of what the world is. Because some people only get a hit of it after they graduate. Or worse, they don't get hit until like they have a family and stuff. Because some people, some lucky people, get like a smooth ride, and not until it gets bumpy that's when they realize, like, oh, this is the real world. Some things don't go the way you want them to go. Some things don't go smoothly. But yeah, I think that's my definition of being mature in a young age. Being at a young age, you're open to the dark side of reality, maybe the truth of reality. But I hope at some point you realize the beauty of that, the beauty of like the fucked up thing that we live in. But yeah, I don't hear much people talking about it, or either everybody's like that. I don't know. I don't know if you feel like you're relating to this, like, duh, everybody has that. But I don't actually know. Maybe it is, maybe don't. I don't care. I'm talking. But yeah, being matured off a young age, it's really hard. Like, what part was the hardest? Probably the whole thing. Like the water dam, the water, like there's like a dam covering it, and the dam just broke. This water came in, like Pandora's box opened, and you're not able to see the world as an innocent little kid anymore. That thing. gonna start thinking like, what's the point of life? Because you're open up to the truth so fast that you're not given guidance on how to see it. Because having a good like guidance growing up, like guardians, I won't use the term parents or family because even other people could be good guidance. It's hard to, as a kid, it's hard to find that road on your own, definitely. Especially if no one knows the answer. Especially if the environment you grew up in is very fucked up. Like, to the financials, to like the family problems, to like everything. It's very hard. But once you get through it, you're gonna start to realize a lot of things. And every reality that kicks in is gonna be harder than the next one. And the things I remember that broke my heart as growing up is, I was a kid. I didn't know any better because you probably made some mistakes. That's the thing you're probably going to think about. And growing up, a lot of people won't look at their parents as actual people until they're really old, because once they get to connect, and I find that kind of weird because I looked at my parents and my family as like actual people. I don't know if you know what I mean, but actual people, like, sometimes they have a bad side of them that a lot of people don't want to expect. They go through things, they make a lot of mistakes. Sometimes people aren't really good. Sometimes people aren't good, and you just accept that some people don't want the best for you, or some people don't actually care. You gotta accept that. And as you grow older, you're gonna realize maybe they did, but they were too scared, or too uninformed, or too other excuses. But the thing is, you were a kid. You didn't know any better. Going back to that saying again. But yeah, growing up, maturing off at a young age is growing up off of experience. But I do want to know if there are kids that grow up, that mature beyond, through like literature alone. That's kind of fascinating. I kind of want to meet that person. Or do I? Because when I think about it, it may be like a snob. Like, oh my gosh, I'm better than everyone I know. All those things. Because now that I think of it, my experiences, my mistakes and stuff actually make me better as a person. Made me more patient. Made me more empathetic. Made me more caring. Made me more strong mentally. As a kid who grew up in that kind of way, like a really judgmental, like, what do you call that again? Not really strict family. I forgot how to say that, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I live in an Asian family, so you probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, a lot of judgment, a lot of stuff like that. As soon as you stop caring about it, because you learn the truth anyway, nobody really thinks about it. And those who really think about it, you don't really gotta worry about them. Those who like judge and like think about it a lot, they have problems. And they gotta be the least of your worries, because if you're trying to prove that person, like, if you're gonna try to please them because you're a people pleaser or something, that's really sad. Because if you worked in a restaurant like me, or somewhere retail, fast food, anything with sales and stuff, you're gonna start learning that it's kind of dumb too. Like, live your life through the judgment of the majority of people, because majority of the people just do not care. You gotta realize that. But maturing off a young age can lead you to a very, very, very dark path. Probably addiction, probably drugs. Addiction, drugs, kind of the same, but it's different. There's a lot of addiction. It's not just drugs. Like behaviors, like the way you behave. Maybe you gaslight a lot of people. Maybe you know, do some form of manipulating subconsciously because you don't want to be at fault, because you're scared of being at fault always, because you feel like it's always your fault. Take accountability. Take it. At the end of the day, nobody cares, actually. If you take accountability for it and just live like a good person, like the rest of your life, no one will actually give a shit about the past at that point. Maybe not murder and, a lot of horrific crimes, but aside from that, you're pretty much good. And even if you did a horrific crime, you try to be a good person anyways. It's gonna haunt you, definitely, but you gotta live your life and like prove yourself somehow, or else, there's gonna be some bad juju around. Trust me, you don't want that around anybody. Yeah. I don't really know what I talked about there, but if you are a person who are watching this, I hope you comment like the things that you remember if you were, maturing up in a young age. Like the things you remember, like how you got there, how you like looked at life at a very young age. I would like to hear about it, so I could get like a comment section going about people connecting. And I'm gonna read them, I'm gonna comment, so you better fucking comment. Okay. Hope you watched this far. This is Chris Killeen, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.